guys, welcome back to my Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen me before, hi, my name is Youkeyy. Today I wanted to demonstrate, review / try out a new foundation that I recently bought. Well, not recently, I bought it over 2 months ago. It's a $6 high coverage foundation. I first heard the mention of it on Wayne Goss's channel, and the way he raved about it, I was like, okay, I have to try this out. A high coverage foundation that's only $6 is big. So I decided to buy about 3 shades or so. Just by going on the website, the shades are a little bit limited. They are numbered based on the undertones. I purchased 3.1R, 3.2N, and 3.1Y. As of right now, it is 10:58 a.m. on Saturday. I'm gonna try to get through this because I have a few places to go and I really do not want to be late. So we're just gonna burn through this real fast. The name of the company is called The Ordinary. They are based in Canada, and the product took a very long time to get to me. They were back ordered and it was so horrible. I didn't realize until doing further research that the company actually had a wait list for this foundation. A $6 foundation had a wait list of over 25,000 people. They basically sent out emails saying, we're so sorry, we just have a really high demand, we're trying to get orders out, but we're like backed up basically. I had to go back into my history to take a look, but I placed my order on May 1st and it was shipped out to me on May 30th. I didn't get it until June something. So I guess there's also a parent company called Deciem, D-E-C-I-E-M, and Deciem.com is where I purchased my foundations from. So it's the high coverage foundation formula, and I'll show you what 3.1Y looks like on me. It is very, very yellow. So that's obviously way too light. I low-key could use that for under eye highlight. 3.2N, okay, so they kind of ended up bleeding into each other. This 3.1R. That's really horrible, but I'm gonna have to finesse it a little bit because it's not an exact match. I'm just gonna use my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. So I'm really curious to see how this foundation holds up throughout the day. So I'm using the 3.2N, which was the darkest color that I purchased. So I'm just gonna take a few pumps to the back of my hand. We'll do 3 just to start out. And I'm using my Sigma Foundation F60 brush to apply this, which is my favorite foundation brush. I wasn't gonna color correct, but then I looked at my face and I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing? Are you really sure about this? Do you really want to disgrace yourself? So I'm just gonna color correct a smidge. I prefer to use a brush. I prefer not to use a blending sponge to apply my foundation because it soaks up too much product for my liking. Whoa. This is supposed to be a neutral. Okay, I have to work a little bit fast because this product is setting itself in place, which I was not expecting. And I'm basically just using this to disperse the foundation all over my face. I will go back in and buff it in. Should have mixed it a little bit with like a pump of the yellow. Now I prefer to do my foundation first before doing my brows, by the way. So this was only 3 pumps and it very much is full coverage. I can definitely attest to that. I don't like taking my foundation down my neck because it usually starts to make me feel uncomfortable, itchy, and just all around blah. I'm gonna take a buffing brush. This is the Morphe M439. So next time I do this, I think I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the yellow, just a smidge. So it kind of set itself into place. It reminds me of the Lancome Teint Idole foundation. On the packaging, it doesn't mention anything about it being particularly for anyone's skin type, like oily skin or dry skin. So I'm just going to wing it and see what happens. All right, I'm back. So my face is about halfway done. Just gonna jump right into under eye concealing. Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Deep. This concealer is very heavily scented for me. And then I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Cool Tan, just to kind of mix things up a little bit. And by now, my black opal would be making me look a bit shiny, but this hasn't so far, so I'm excited. I mean, for only $6, to be honest, I don't mind mixing. I'll just have to figure out what the right combination is for my skin tone. So I'm taking my RCMA No Color Powder on a slightly damp cosmetic wedge, and I'm just going to pat that. Just going to use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark. Using the LA Girl Pro Contour Powder. For highlight, I'm going to take my Gerard Cosmetics Star Powder in the shade Lucy. Just gonna set my face with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. Alright guys, I'm back. 8:34 p.m. on Saturday, July 22nd. I have not touched up at all today. It was 86 degrees, really hot. I was outside in the park, walking around. I was sweaty. So this foundation has not been touched at all. I have not touched up any of my makeup. So you can probably tell I'm looking oily, as would be expected. Oh, I'm really tired, so pardon me if I don't have much energy right now, but throughout the day, I tend to have more oily skin. Now, I actually do have dry skin that was damaged by something we commonly put on our faces that does not need to be on our faces. I'll make a video about that later. Once I'm moving around, I'm sweating, it's hot. My skin obviously does get, greasy. So that's why I'm looking like I have an all over glow right now. But I will say one thing about this Deciem The Ordinary foundation. Usually the foundation will start to kind of separate and crease around my smile lines. Now with this foundation, it still did do that, but it's not as severe as it usually is with my other foundations like Black Opal. You can still see the lines there, but they're not as bad as they usually are with my Black Opal. This foundation actually stayed on pretty well. I mean, for the coverage and the price, it's spectacular. My only qualm with them is that there are not enough shades for darker skin tones. The Serum foundation line has 21 foundations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are for darker skin tones. Now for the coverage foundation, same thing, 21 shades, only 5 are for darker skin tones. I'm hoping that as this brand expands, they do release more shades because in my opinion and from testing it out today, these are good quality foundations. It's not heavy. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin at all. And if you notice, when I was applying it, I only used 3 pumps. 3 pumps may be a lot for some people, but maybe I just have a more larger surface area of face to cover it. I don't know. If you can get your hands on this foundation, do it. It's worth the try. Unfortunately, if you are of melanated skin, you're gonna have to do some mixing, definitely. Yeah, I know I sound like I'm half asleep, and that's because I am very exhausted, so I'm going to go wash this makeup off. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you've watched all the way through to this part, thank you for listening to me blab. Make sure to subscribe if you like, and also comment down below in the comment section. Say hello. I'll be roaming through every now and then. And yeah, follow me on social media, Instagram, Snapchat, and my Facebook page. And I will see you guys in the next one. Lord willing, stay blessed. Bye. Boom. Near delirious at this point.